All right, welcome back to TEEZE Radio. And let's see. All right, we got three of the guys I definitely have lined up. Number 4 just called back in. We'll have to find out who that is. And we'll be waiting for number 5. But are you guys ready for this party? Because this is going to be fun. This is going to be a whole hell of a lot of fun. So you guys ready?
Sure. As well.
Such enthusiasm. Come on, guys. Wake up. I know these guys are waking up.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hey, you're enthusiastic enough for all of us. So
okay.
There you go.
All right. Well, let me go down the list here. First, we got King Dave Weakley, who's relaxing by the fire, shall we say?
Yeah. Yeah, we're ready, man. We've been working hard. I'm here. We've been working real hard, and we want to, I've said this before, we pride ourselves on, writing good music and playing it well, but we also pride ourselves on our live performance because we believe that you can go hear a band live and watch them stand there. You might as well just get a 6-pack and put on the headphones, and stay home. So we like to give them what they pay for.
There you go. All right, let's welcome. Next up, we got Mr. Our good friend from 2 weeks ago, returning, Mr. Tripp Eisen. Rex, what's going on, buddy?
Yo, man, how's it going? Good to be here. We're looking forward to the show 2 days from now.
I can't wait. I am super psyched. All right, let's welcome the third guest, making his debut, the first time on the show, drummer extraordinaire, which we were talking about you earlier, and we need to know, Mr. Michael Natalini. Are you still playing in the Cramp? Do you still have Disco Inferno, Burn Baby Burn?
22 years and still going strong, my friend. Absolutely, man. Love it. It's such a great time.
Long?
Yeah, 22. This is my 22nd year with them, with the original group.
He started when he was 3.
Yeah. Thanks, Dave. But yeah, dude, we are so psyched for this show. We've been putting in our time, man, and things are coming together really, really nice.
It's going to be fun. I cannot wait. All right, let's go to line 4. I don't know who this one is. Now, who do we have here on line 4? Is this Rob, Louie? Who we got?
Hey, it's Rob. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We got you now.
All right.
Rob, dude.
All right. What's up? How's it going?
Very good. Very good. So we got 4 out of 5. Maybe number 5 will pop in. But, so the big show, like this Saturday night, you guys are doing a 90-minute set. Are you ready for that?
Who's going to answer? Go ahead, Dave. Yeah, we're ready. Absolutely. Just like riding a bike.
Go ahead. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. We played about a 40-minute set in September, and we didn't want to stop. It was like, wow, this is like it's what we were meant to do. Just we fit. We got the right chemistry. We got we got a lot of energy. So we went back in the dressing room. We're like exhausted, but that's the way it always is. But we were ready to keep going, and we're ready to give a full blown TEEZE show out there on Saturday.
I'll tell you guys what, man. Like at that show in September, from the opening
October,
September, in the fall.
2016. I felt like that 16, 17, 18-year-old kid on a Sunday night at the Empire all over again. Like all my gray hairs to be in brown. It was a beautiful thing.
Remember those days, those good Empire days, But yeah, and that was so much fun for us to get back together. Jump on stage and, like Dave said, do what we love. And, we love the people that love what we're doing. It was so cool to see so many people out there, that were happy to see us back together. So definitely looking forward to this show Saturday night.
The thing about it, a lot about it is the people. You know, it's like some of our fans are so loyal. I just got a message from a guy who saw us in Central Pennsylvania, and he sent me this friend request on Facebook. He says, "Hey man," he goes, first time I saw you guys was the Pine Grove Inn, and I remember I came in and you guys were all shooting pool and partying, and he goes, next thing you know, you guys were up on stage, and he goes, I've been a fan since that day, and that was probably like 1984. So, you know, it's good to know. I mean, you know, even though, you know, we never did a world tour or anything like that, where we did play, you know, like in the United States, we made an impression everywhere we played, and that's right. And that really makes you feel good.
It's got to be kind of like hard to believe too for you guys. I mean, especially Dave being, you know, original member from the first album, you know, whether it's been 33 years or 35 years, with these songs that people still, you know what I mean? They still want to hear these songs. They still want to come out and see you guys play. They still have the emotional tie to the whole band.
Yeah, we kind of, you know, over the years, we kind of, you know, cut our teeth and pick, you know, our personality comes out on stage, and we have so much fun up there, and it's like you're just in a different world. You just go into a zone, and that's what you are, you know? I mean, it's not I can say it's an act, you know, to some respect, but I know for me, and I can speak for the rest of the guys in the band, it's not really an act. It's who we really are. And
right.
And I think that comes across as, you know, we're not up there just, you know, we've been accused of being posers, and yeah, you know what, we pose, but it's not an act, man. It's what we do, and, you know, we can play too. So we've been playing a long time. We all know how to play pretty well, and, you know, it's just a matter of expressing yourself when you play through your music that I think people relate to, like Springsteen. I'm not a big Springsteen fan, but people relate to him, you know, because he's up there and he does his thing, you know, and people know he's not messing around. And we go up there and, you know, like the King says, you know, we take care of business. You know, we do the best we can to give people their money's worth.
Right.
Yeah, Babe, for me, it's like being a fan of TEEZE. I wouldn't be who I am without seeing TEEZE, going to see TEEZE like yourself when I was, you know, younger, going to the shows. It was like magical. So, like being on stage with these guys, it's like, you know, to join the band and go through these years, like I wouldn't be the person I am without, you know, the influence of those guys on stage, watching them, like the magical feeling you get when they hit the stage, and, you know, to be part of that and to kind of bring part of that back, you know, for fans to reminisce about stuff. And here we are again. We're going to keep going as long as possible, and, you know, and have fun doing it, you know. But it is magical to have that. I know what you're saying, that feeling of like it's just something that seems natural. And I would look at TEEZE on stage, it would be like I wasn't thinking about it, you know, anything, but just like it was magical, and it's like, what are they going to do next? What are they going to do next? You know,
right.
What is Dave or Louie or Brian or Greg or Kevin, when I would go see them, what are they going to do next? And they do crazy stuff. They all spit blood, like, whoa, like Gene Simmons spit blood, but they all spit blood. You know, they're doing all this stuff, somersaults, spinning guitars, flying around, you know, all kinds of stuff, bringing people up on stage. It was just like everything that was done by any band, they incorporated it and put it into the show and made it huge and made it over the top and took it like one further degree. You saw Motley Crue, you saw Twisted Sister, you saw Wasp, you saw, you know, all these bands, and then TEEZE just took it and like, you know, to another level. And that's what I thought. Like, wow, we have a local band, but they're bigger than that, you know, bigger than that.
Yeah, you know, and actually when Rex was on a couple of weeks ago, we were talking a lot about the whole history of TEEZE and all before he even joined the band. And I was telling him, like, and I just haven't had time to go through and pull them out, but I got old tapes of you guys like in the studio, and I remember Dave drinking Yukon Jack in the studio. This was back in the early TEEZE days, from the first album, and at YSP on what the hell was the show? Metal Shop.
Metal Shop.
And, yeah, I still have tape cassettes of that. And
Mark the D, right?
The king of dirt.
Yeah, they were some rough times.
But I just remember being that kid on Saturday night, listening to that show and hearing you guys for the first time and falling in love with the music and not really knowing, because you had no internet back then. You guys weren't like in magazines and stuff back then. So I didn't know what the band looked like. I just knew the music. And that first show I went to was the Second and Chestnut show in the back of the flatbed when you guys played with TEEZE or Keel.
Yeah.
And me and my couple buddies went to that show, and my life has never been the same since. Like, I never seen anything like that, and it just has had such a lasting memory or what, 30, 15 at the time, 32 years. I mean, it just it's crazy, and I have not, like, you can say Kiss, everybody had seen Kiss at that point. They knew what they were about and all, but Motley Crue was breaking through at the time, Twisted Sister, but they were not doing what you guys were doing. You guys had, like, everything, like Rex was saying, to the extreme, whether it was the look, the stage moves, everything was just on 11, and it was just mind-blowing.
Yeah, Barry, this is Rob. That show that you were talking about, that one down Chestnut Street, that was the first time I saw TEEZE, too, and I thought I was blown away, and I'd never seen him before. I'd heard about him, but I hadn't seen him, and I thought Keel was good that day. They put on a good show, but I left there thinking, holy crap, TEEZE, man. I was just replaying playing it in my head, just saying, holy crap, right. What the hell did I just see? So that definitely left an impression on me, and I was a fan since then.
That was how about for you, Rob? Crazy show. That I remember that show. And I remember we were in a van. We had a red van that the band would travel in. And we traveled in a bus, but we also had a red van, and we had to back the van through these people to get to the stage. And nobody knew we were in the van. And these people were just rocking the van. And I swear the tires were coming off the ground. And we thought we were going to flip over. It was crazy. Then we got up to the stage, and they opened the back doors when it was time for us to go on. It was like 1,000 degrees in that van, and we came out of the van, and then it was all over. We were up there like, holy cow, look at all these people. It was fun.
Yeah, that day will definitely go down in many people's history of life. Now, Rob, how about for you? Like you said, you were a fan. Like, what was it like for you when you got the chance to play with these guys?
Yeah, it was pretty amazing because I had gone to see them numerous times, mainly at the Empire Rock Club down in North Philly. And I had the Roughhouse album when it came out. I have a younger sister, and she was actually a big fan of the band. And I told her I was auditioning. She couldn't believe it. And I had the album, so I learned all the songs on the album. I learned the solos. I learned everything I need to learn. I was a big fan of the first TEEZE album, as everybody was at the time. And I learned all the stuff. And I remember talking to Mike Natalini, and we hooked up a tryout, and that led to another tryout. And I think there was maybe a third one, but. That was exciting times, man. I was pretty young, and to be jumping into a band like that was exciting. So yeah, that definitely left a mark on me.
I can imagine.
And you know what, Bay? I could second what Rex was saying. I was in the same boat. Local cover band. And, reading about a band like TEEZE, and you're going, man, it's that next level, because they were at the level where they were playing all the time. They had the covers, but they were doing the originals. And in a band, there's different steps in local bands, and as you get bigger and bigger and bigger. And TEEZE was like the next step, and then, the band I was with had opened up for them a couple times, so I got to know the guys. And man, once the the Kevin and Brian Stover split, you know, and I think it was Gregg that called me for the audition. That was like, you know, that was like it, man. You know, now you got to get on your horse. This is what you're looking for. And, yeah, man, I mean, like Rex said, they've, you know, brought so much more out of us, you know, as musicians, as showmen, just to appreciate what we do, and appreciate that people appreciate what we do, you know, and just have a good time. That's what it's all about. Even rehearsal, you know, it's great seeing these guys again. You know, it's great playing the old tunes. It was just like riding a bike when we started rehearsing again.
Yeah, you know, it's funny too, because I remember when you and Rex first came onto with the band after Kevin and Brian left, and you know, like when a band situation happens like that, you know, I know I'm a type of person where I don't like change, so
sure,
like instantly, like I was like, I wasn't open to you guys. I was just like, nah. But seeing you guys that first time, I was sold. I was like, all right.
I remember you. You were the guy giving us the finger at first.
Yes. The little fat guy with the afro. That was me.
Jerk.
And you know what, Bay? Not everybody's going, like you said, not everybody's going to like the change, you know, but there's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? You just have to take it for what it is. You know, I appreciate it.
I wasn't even happy at first. I sent myself hate mail. But I got used to it.
Now, how about you, Mike? Did you get to? Rex had told us that he had did some of the rags stuff, pictures of himself wearing the rags. Did you get to do any of that? The rags?
No, and you know what's funny? Great. I was so excited when I got the audition, you know, and then you know, we were the band, you know, it was the four of us, and then we started auditioning guitar players. I was so excited to wear the rags. You just don't understand, man. I think the only other one that could understand it would be Rex. You know, we were so excited, and all of a sudden, we're dropping them. I was like, no way. It was like, no way, we can't drop the rags. But no, I didn't do all that. Like I said, I happen to know the guys because my band opened for them, so I didn't have to have to send them pictures and tapes and all that because we already knew each other. I just went out when I got the audition, you know, learned the tunes, man.
I already knew them.
No, Rex, and I'm sure, you know, we all, like you said, I'm sure, Rex, you knew them too. You know, we just had to polish them up a little bit because now we're, you know, auditioning for the band.
No, I remember going to meet Gregg for the first time. I go, meet me at Yum Yum Donuts. I was like, Yum Yum Donuts, what the heck's that? And going to meet Gregg and then Dave for the first time, I was like, oh my God. I was like awestruck.
That's funny. Yum Yum Donuts.
They're still awestruck at practice. When I walk in, even after
Dave,
25 years.
Oh, Dave, I meant to thank you for letting me get a picture with you at practice. That was pretty cool.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Thanks for the autograph, Dave. I appreciate it.
If I have time, I'll sign you guys.
But
in all honesty, when the thing happened with the Stovers, you know, I mean, we had a steamroller rolling there, and you know, things happened, and you know, I've always said this, you know, for you know, and I'll say it for the rest of my life, you know, when the Stovers left, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't so much at that point. It wasn't so much that they were leaving the band. It was like we were so close, you know, and that's the thing that really put the screws to me, and Louis too, I'm sure. And I mean, you know, when they left, it was kind of like, you know, we lost a couple brothers here, you know. So it was, we were very critical of who we got after that. We were very picky, and you know, with Mike. Mike's band opened for us a couple times, and we liked his playing. We thought he was a cool guy. And then one time I was at this watering hole I used to go to, the Fifth Street Pub in Lansdale, and his band was playing there. and he was just so good. He didn't even know I was there, and he was just so good. You know, I went home and I called up Louie and Gregg. I said, "Man, we got to get this guy." You know, and I think we got him through his girlfriend. We knew his girlfriend. We knew all their girlfriends, actually, but we knew his girlfriend, and we called her up, and I think that's how we made the arrangement. And then as far as Rex went, you know, we got Mike, and then we started looking for, you know, trying out guitar players. And we auditioned people at RPM Studios, and we had these guys coming, and this guy's playing our song. I talked about this the other night. This guy comes in, he starts playing the song. I said, "It's in the key of A." And he started arguing with me. I was like, "It's in the key of A." And he told me, "No, man, it's not the key of A." I'm like, "Okay, what key is it in?" And he's telling me something else. And I said, "Well, listen, I wrote the song in the key of A. It's in the key of A." And it was just crazy, you know. Some of the people we tried out, and we tried out some really good players too. And at the same time, you know, we get this package from Rex. We're like, "Oh yeah, he knows all the songs. You know, he looks like he knows what he's doing." And we kind of sat on it for a while. We tried out some more people, and then we got another a picture, and it was Rex standing there with a knife to his throat, and it was blood all over his chest, blood all over his face, and on the picture it said a note said, "If you guys don't at least give me an audition, this is what I'm going to resort to." I was like, "This guy's in the band. He doesn't even have to play." So right there, we knew we were going to take him, you know, and because we heard his tape and we saw how crazy he was, you know, and that's what we were looking for, somebody who could play our ass off, and it was just as crazy as we are. So that's how we came about it. You know, we were very picky, and we picked it with the right people for the job, obviously, because, you know, look at us now, we're still going. So it worked out really well. And with Rob, you know, Rob said he came down 3 times, you know, and you know, we're just very picky about who we can work with, because any musician listening right now, you know, man, we're a hard kind to get along with and hard people to deal with, especially when you're writing songs together. And, you know, you have to have thick skin. You know, if somebody says that song is awful, we're not doing it. You have to be, okay, you know what, it's awful, whatever. Let's move on, you know. And, you know, we pick out the best songs. And if somebody doesn't look right when they're going up on stage, you know, they got to be able to take it. You know, it's like, what are you wearing that for? You know, so there's a lot that went into it. And that's how you become close as a unit, you know, when you can talk to each other like that and say, you know, dude, you got to change that up, man, you know, or, you know, let's try something else. You know, you don't have to be really diplomatic. Tactful, yes, but you don't have to be really diplomatic, because everybody is going for the same thing. They all have the same goal.
Right.
Well, you didn't say anything when I wore the pink spandex. I got pictures of that. You were just like, that's cool.
Yeah, whatever. Well, you know, whatever. You know how I dress, so it doesn't really make a difference.
Now, how about this go around with this reformation? I mean, it's been like over 10 years since the band has played together. How did this all come about?
Mike?
Oh, okay. A gentleman named Stacy Black contacted me maybe last February or March about this benefit that they do called Sav Fest. And he was, you know, he explained it to me, showed me different websites that they've done before, and he said, you know, I'd really like to you think you could get the band back together? You know, I think it would go over really well. People would love to see it. I don't think we've been really on stage since maybe 2005. So 13, 14 years or so, something like that. And I talked to the guys. You know, I said, let me talk to them. I mean, we were, Louie, Dave, Rex, and I, we were rehearsing probably about 4 years ago, because we were thinking we wanted to get back together about 4 or 5 years ago, Dave.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Yeah, it was late 2011, early 2012, something like that.
Yeah, so I mean, we've had this in the making. The four of us have, just trying to get out there because a lot of people were asking us. There's big shows around. We should be doing this. We should be doing that. So, so we all have our own gigs. We just couldn't mesh it together. And then when Stacy asked me about it, I went right to the guys. I told them, I said, you know what, I'm going to make this work because I want to do it. You know what I mean? I want to do it again, and I know the guys want to. So I called everybody, and Gregg, Louis was right on. He was like, absolutely. Dave was like, absolutely. So we got a hold of Rex, and Rex was, it was great to have Rex back, and gave Gregg a call, and Gregg just didn't want to do it. So the first person we all thought of was Rob, because Rob was in Rough House, after Rex and Gregg were gone for 2-3 years writing stuff. So, I mean, he knew all the stuff. So he was like the very first, person to call. And he was into it. So we did that show, and, we got such great response, and it was like, guys, what do we want to do? We no sooner walked into that show in the afternoon, and somebody was already coming up to me and saying, listen, would you guys want to do a show, in another month? I want to put, and we were like, whoa, hold on. This is our first show in 12 years. Now you want me to say yes to another one already? So that's how it started, man. And, we got an offer to put this show together, and, we're so stoked about it too.
Nice. Yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Yeah, and that was the one thing too. Like, I was gonna say, like, with Gregg not being there, because at the show in October, a lot of people were like walking around the crowd, and a lot of people were coming up to me. They're like, "What's up with Gregg? Why isn't Gregg playing?" I'm like, dude, I have no idea. All I know is I'm here, and let's just enjoy the music. Like, yeah, I don't know what the deal is. So, yeah, everybody was wondering about that.
Well, the thing with Gregg, we asked him a few times, and he wasn't interested. And it's like, we can not play and, not do what we like to do, it was just so much fun getting back together. It was like, holy cow, this is awesome. Yeah. We could not do it. We could just sit home. And who wants to sit home, man? I mean, Rob knows the stuff. He's been with us a long time. Mm-hmm. And, there's no reason why we shouldn't keep going. I mean,
Kix is doing it without one guy, right?
Yeah, without Donnie, the guy that wrote all the songs.
Yeah. So, I mean, we can either sit home and not do it, or, we can do it. And, Rob is more than willing to do it with us. He's been with us a long, long time. Rob even recorded with us. We did a demo at KJM. Rob was our guitar player at that time. Unfortunately, nothing was released from that yet, But and I say yet because there could be a possibility. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, he wasn't on any releases with us, but that's soon to be determined.
Right.
So everything seems to be going good, and
I respect the lineup that they had with Gregg, and I would totally understand if Gregg was the one that they chose to do it because he was he made the record with the band, he's an original member, but right. I totally respect that, but I'm happy to play and help the guys. There's a rich history with the band, so I'm glad to be a part of it, but I understand that they're going to reach out to Gregg because he's an original member, and I totally understand that, but I'm happy to be part of it, and we're having a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to Saturday.
Nice.
And now you see why we picked Rob. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
We're all very easygoing. Well, maybe not easygoing, but we all get along with each other, and we all know our quirks. And all of our bad habits and good habits and all that, So
now,
what?
Now, I was going to say about getting back together with Rex, which now I've talked to Dave a couple times, and I already know the answer to this, but I'm sure a lot of people would wonder, like with things that happened, years ago with Rex, did that make you guys be kind of scared of what people might think? If they would give you a hard time about it, or
no?
A hard time about what? What would he? I mean, some people give him a hard time.
No, did you think that people would give you guys a hard time?
Oh, Mike.
You know what? We stand behind Rex 100%. We know him. He put it out there. He was man enough. He manned up, and it's in the past. I mean, you're always going to have that. It's the same thing like we were talking earlier about the band. You're still going to have people out there that don't like the change.
Right.
You're still going to have people out there that are going to, that aren't going to badmouth them or badmouth us. And hey, okay, all right. So it's not going to stop us. It's not going to stop us.
We're still going to play.
Yeah.
We've all been through a lot together, and we've all been through a lot on our own. And, one thing that we could do together is play. And, we enjoy that. And we're going to keep on going. And, we stand behind Rex 100%.
Awesome. So now, when you guys went into the show October, was it the initial plan just to do one show and be done, or did you guys play it by ear pretty much? Like, all right, if the show goes good, maybe we'll do another one, or maybe we'll. I know there's talks of maybe doing some music, or.
Yeah, we didn't even think of it. We just played the show and let the chips fall, and we didn't even talk about it. We just did the show and then got offered this other gig.
And then once we got offered this other gig, we started to put a lot of work into the show, because we're doing a full 90 minutes, and we don't want it to be. We didn't want it to be any less than what we all always have done. We put a lot of time and effort into this now. It's like it wouldn't be, it's kind of like you don't want to build a house and then just burn it down. So, I'm pretty confident there'll be more shows. Maybe not in Philly for a while, but after this one, but there'll be more shows.
And I'm going to say this right here and now. Fuck everybody out there. I have next dibs on the fucking show. You heard it here first, so fuck you all who are even thinking about it. You got to come to me first, because you're not allowed to play for nobody else but me in this area, and I'm laying down the law now.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
That's serious business there.
There you go.
Officer Bay laying down the law.
Absolutely.
Are we going to put on the back of a truck?
Right?
Are we going to be on the back of a truck?
Hey, I'll make that happen. Whatever I got to do to make it happen, I'll do.
Is Keel still around?
You know what? I'll call Ron up. And I interviewed Ron, I guess, about a year and a half ago, and I mentioned that show to him, and he totally remembered it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He was watching us. That band was watching us. Right, they were in a house or a building, and I remember seeing all the band members up in this, hanging out of this window or something. They were in the building across the street, and I'm thinking to myself, how did they get a place to hang out? I suppose because they were Keel.
They had the right to rock.
Yeah, they did have the right to rock.
So now, something that, like, it bothers me to say, like, the band name. Are you guys like Tease? Are you Roughhouse? Are you Tease/Roughhouse? Are you Tease-Roughhouse? Like,
Roughhouse.
Roughhouse.
Yeah, you know, you can call us whatever you want. Legally, I guess we're Roughhouse, you know, but a lot of people know us as TEEZE, so we like to, you know, have that name, you know, still is, you know, it's part of our heritage, you know, our history, and you know, that was a crazy thing that happened to us, so you know, we had to change the name, but you know, we had so much momentum going as TEEZE, and we changed the name, and everybody's like, who the hell are these guys? You know, so, you know, it was a momentum killer at the time.
Sure.
So, you know, we like to keep, you know, I mean, the name of the band is Roughhouse, but, you know, you could call us TEEZE if you want. You can call us anything you want, really, as long as you come out to see us and buy a record when it comes out.
That's right.
You could call me Ray. You could call me Jay. You
know. So
whatever you identify with.
Yeah. Identify with.
Call us Black Sabbath.
Yeah, there you go.
Like people are identifying, you know, like identifying as different genders and stuff like that. So we're Roughhouse, but we're TEEZE, but we identify as Roughhouse. How's that?
There you go. So Saturday night, you guys at the Block, Harrah's, which Dave's played there. Mike, you played there too. I'm pretty sure I saw you play there with your other.
Yes, with Manus.
Great venue.
Yeah, real great venue.
Phenomenal.
Rob has played there too.
That's right. Yeah,
played there with Sugar Bitch.
Right.
Rob plays bass in American Sugar Bitch.
Cool.
So, we played there in September, I think it was.
Cool place, man. Big stage.
Yeah.
Big stage, big PA, big lights, big screen.
Big slot machines.
Awesome. A lot of dancing. But they're not in the room we play. They don't have any slots in that room.
No. There's slots in the room, which I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah. Well, it's a you know, it's kind of like the Borgata. You know, there's no slots in that room. You know, so.
You don't want people sitting there pulling the band that says, "Yeah, you guys are playing anyway."
Yeah, it's like a music venue within the casino.
Yeah. And I've told everybody, I think that place is without a doubt the best place in the area for a band to play. I mean, the setup they got there is phenomenal.
It is nice. Yep, it is nice. We love it there.
Great. I mean, great stage, lights, you know, sound, everything. Bars, you know, it's really cool. They got the bars there, and it's just a big open place. Now, I know I've seen pictures before that sometimes they set up tables and chairs, like high tops.
Yes.
Oh, okay. The
first time I went there,
they were just running an ad.
The first time I went there, they had like the back section like actually fenced off with tables and chairs, and it like went over to that side section where the couches are. Like that was all fenced off.
Oh wow.
Yeah, when we played there, it was fenced off too.
Yeah.
They had the whole thing fenced off. They had tables in the back, and then they had a section that was fenced off with chairs and stuff. I don't know, was that a VIP section or something? I'm not sure.
I don't know what it was. That's what I was thinking it was.
Yeah, it might be.
Whatever it was, I could do it at some point.
What's the VIP? What's the VIP?
Yeah.
Who's a VIP?
We ain't got nothing like that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Everybody's a VIP at our show.
You know it. You know it.
So, you got some good bands you guys are playing with, too. Far Cry, another Philly area band. And Dog Bite Money, the legendary Dog Bite Money.
Yeah,
local cover band, good friends of ours.
Yeah, Dog Bite Money's awesome. They play a lot of their cover band, and we picked them. You know, they're friends. Mike's really good friends with them. Mike, you fill in with those guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes I'll sit in with them, and Freddie sings in my side project that I have, Not Attack. But they're a good local band, you know, good cover band, a lot of energy. Freddie's got a lot of energy. He's from the old school, back in the day. So, you know, just to start the night off, you know, I wanted to try and get, you know, they let us bring the band in, so I wanted to pick a band that's going to start the night off with some good tunes, you know, and get the people rolling.
You know, it's funny, Mike, not only do you know my friend Christine, which, you know, another friend of mine, which I've seen you guys in pictures and all, and he's always with the Dog Bite Money Boys, Harry Porter.
Yeah, Harry. Great dude, man. How do you like that? I told you, small world, buddy. Small world now.
You got my little my piece of Upper Darby coming up there. Yeah. That's how I know both of them. I went to high school with them and was very close with both of them for years.
Yeah, Harry's a good guy. Another drummer. Another good drummer.
He used to play drums.
He's always at the Dog Bite Money shows. He'll be there. Yep. I'm sure him and his wife Jen will be there.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's gonna be a good night. I can't wait. See a lot of old familiar faces, a lot of good music. It's gonna be a good time.
I think there's going to be a lot of people there too, so we're excited about that.
Yeah.
So what are you going to be selling Roughhouse shirts and TEEZE shirts? Yes. Cool.
What are you calling in?
For you, Rex?
Yeah.
What songs are you guys going to play? Are you going to play When the Moon is Full?
Nope.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Looking for action?
Dave, are you singing Ugly Bitch?
I am. I think I am. Yeah, we got a pretty good version of that worked up. That was pretty exciting. So, Louie's not on, but if anybody heard him in September, you know, I'm sorry, October. If anybody heard him in Philly when we played in October, the guy didn't miss a beat, man. His voice is unbelievable still, you know. Yeah. It's always, you know, I said this before too, when you go to practice, you come out of practice like, holy cow, you know you got a good singer, you know. Every time he's been on my, you know, on my left for, you know, since 1980 or 1979 or whatever it was when I joined the band, and I've never heard him have a bad show. So his voice is just the way it was and stronger.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Saturday night, everybody needs to get there to block inside Harrah's Chester or Harrah's Philadelphia, whatever the hell they call that place. Yeah, get there.
Down by the airport.
Down by the airport. It's right next to it. I'm sure some people might have even been there, but it's right next door to the Chester jail. So yeah, if you get in trouble inside Harrah's, it's a short walk over to the prison.
They walk you right over.
Yeah, don't even need a squad car.
Yeah, no squad car needed. They take
have like
you
escorts that walk you over.
No, what time's I guess it starts at 8 o'clock on Saturday?
Doors are at 8. Yep, doors are at 8. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. What is it? 8, Dave? Doors 8. Dog Bite Money starts maybe 8:25, 8:30.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. So, and then Far Cry, and then us.
Cool.
So.
And you might see us roaming around before the show, but maybe not.
I'm sure we will.
Before we put our makeup on.
Are you selling shirts?
No, not well. Maybe.
Possibly.
Well, to anybody that's listening, we are selling shirts. So we have TEEZE T-shirts and Roughhouse T-shirts.
And Rex will be
Mike knows all about the T-shirts. He can give you the lowdown.
T-shirts will be there. Black T-shirts, white T-shirts, gray T-shirts. We got them. And if we don't have it, we have an order form for you to fill out, and we'll get it for you.
I'll be selling Dave Weakley shirts out in the parking lot.
Bootleg. And when you get there, whoever's buying tickets at the door, or if you bought your tickets already, when you get there, make sure you tell them who you're there to see.
Just say, if you're going online, say Rough in capital letters.
Oh yeah. When you buy the tickets online, there's a place for a promo code. So type in all caps ROUGH in the promo code, and I'll give you a couple bucks off. It'll get rid of the processing fee or take away what the processing fee would cost. So just save you a little bit of money.
Absolutely. And then you can put that money you saved towards a T-shirt.
Yeah, that's right, Bay. I think you're on the guest list, so I think that you can easily afford a new T-shirt.
You know what? I got one last show, but I didn't get a Roughhouse one, so I'm gonna have to purchase a Roughhouse one.
Well, there'll be Dave Weakley shirts there too. You can pick one of those up in the parking lot.
You can squeeze it with 2X and go buy one. So, all right. Well, you know what, guys? I want to thank you for doing this, and I want to play a tune before our next guest calls in. So I queued up. I figured I'd do Roughhouse because you guys are, legally Roughhouse, and most of you guys here have played on that album. So I wanted to play a song that really grew on me more or less over the years as I've gotten older, and it just really I've felt more and more the emotion and the intensity, and I love the build-up of it. So I'm going to play for everybody, Can't Find Love.
Wow.
Cool.
Nice.
Be a little different. So there you go. So, guys, thank you for doing this.
Thanks for having us.
On Saturday.
Thanks, Bay. You rock, brother.
Thanks a lot, Bay.
Thank you, guys.
See you Saturday night.
Absolutely.
See you Saturday.
Saturday.
All right,
Take
man.
care.
Take care.